What's up, guys? Welcome to RollPlay Solum. We're headed into week number 4. I was prepared for that. This is the second episode of RollPlay today. If you missed Eben, it will be up on YouTube shortly. If you're a subscriber, you can already watch it in full. And guys, I got to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous for today's show because Roll20 has not been so kind to...
Really?
Yeah. Neal rolled 3 ones in a row earlier.
Did Neal die in Evan?
Damn.
He got close
I
to
lost
it.
3 points of charisma.
He got his face melted off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You rolled triple ones and didn't die?
Yeah.
What was that?
I was throwing a spear, rolled a 1.
He
and
wasn't.
then
He wasn't like standing next. Well, he wasn't in death. He wasn't in death's door, so to speak. But he paid for it. I mean, he lost like 3 points of charisma and has his face burned off and all this shit. So
You're a nice guy, JP. I would have had the earth open up and him swallowed just instantly.
I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe I can make his right arm
And
shatter.
you're gone.
I gave him an item though that allows him to regrow a limb though, because I'm a nice person. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's really nice.
it's pretty nice.
such a pushover.
Pretty nice.
So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. Those are some spoilers. Sorry to everyone watching, but there's a lot more that happened in that episode, like the TPK that happened. So you can go watch Eben from earlier today, as we'll have it up pretty soon. But guys, it's only been like 4 hours or something, or 4 days rather, since we
Yeah.
last played. 4 hours since I last played. So I'm not sure what all can have changed for you guys. But Ryan, are you caught in the snowstorm? Do you guys have snow in North Carolina?
We got
right
our
now?
first snow of the year.
Yeah.
First and probably only, yeah. I mean, the roads were cleared after a day. It wasn't bad. It's like 6 inches.
Does
But
that make the lynchings harder in North Carolina, or do you guys just kind of go through with it anyways?
You know, there's usually a 2-hour delay, is what it is.
You're so
We-
mafia.
It's not for the whole day. It's just a small, 2 hours
Yeah.
usually,
I understand.
and then we proceed.
I see.
You're so mafia.
How are the roads there? Because like Alabama right now is basically hell on earth from what I've seen.
The
Well, when is that not true, right?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty true. It's pretty true. We don't have that much audience. They don't have internet yet in Alabama. They're still.
Are you in Alabama right now?
Am I?
Yeah.
No, man. Why would I be in Alabama?
Yeah, that's what why are we talking about Alabama?
Oh, because they're just getting like.
Oh.
If you've seen the news, Alabama is actually like imploding on itself because they don't
Oh.
know. They've never seen snow, Jeff. They've
I did
actually
not know
never
that.
seen snow, and it's just like destroying the state. So yeah, but it's not that bad in North Carolina.
Now, I mean, we're a little bit more well equipped than Alabama is to handle snow, but only slightly more so, I guess. But
Oh wait,
no,
that's
it's
Atlanta,
it's
not
bad.
Alabama. Is it Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Guys, I
Georgia.
don't watch the news. Jeff doesn't watch the news. We don't know what
Somebody
we're fucking
actually,
talking
somebody
about.
in Alabama tweeted me a picture of snow like 2 days ago, so I'm pretty sure Alabama has snow.
Okay,
But I think it's
Atlanta's-
Atlanta that's getting nuked right now. Or
Yeah,
something like
Atlanta is the one that got the nuclear snow bomb dropped on it. So anyways, Jen, you guys are used to the snow up there in Montreal. So
Yeah, man. Easy peasy. All the time.
what's the temperature up in Montreal right now?
It's actually warmer right now. It's like -2 or something.
It's
Yeah, it's
28
warm.
degrees.
I didn't have to put on mittens.
There you go.
Nor a hat. So I was like, geez. So warm.
That's pretty
Only
warm.
need for boots and a big ass coat.
Yep. Anything new happening in the life of LivinPink in the past 4 days?
Nah. Working and it's fun, but I can't say anything about it, so it really sucks. It's like,
That does suck.
yeah. Really exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I can't tell you about. It's
that. I
great.
bet.
It is. It is.
It's what Jeff. You're actually on the opposite side of this now because it's someone else talking about something that they know that they can't talk about.
Oh, I
It's
know.
teasing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff, what about you? Anything new?
Well, no, not really.
Yeah, I
Just,
mean, maybe we should just skip this portion of the show and just go on to the actual.
for today, I guess.
Yeah,
Shoutouts will be fun, but I don't think there's no updates on us so far.
yeah. Neil, I mean, we caught up with you and Eben, but
I just
anything
did
new in
Love
the past
Bites.
like 2 hours, Neil?
I did Love
What
Bites
happened?
and it was awesome.
Oh, you did Love Bites. That's right.
Wait.
Yeah, it
Who?
was sweet. With Shippendale, the guy who writes the erotic fan fiction for D&D for
And
roleplay.
how did
Weird.
that go?
Sadly, there were no questions that spoke to his specialty.
That's
unfortunate.
disappointing.
Neal, that is an odd fucking show that you do, I must say.
You know what?
Pretty
I'm
weird.
an odd sort of person.
Did you
But,
turn it into the show like I told you to, where people call you in to call in to give you love advice?
Well, I want to like advertise that ahead of time. So,
Okay.
yeah, I will be doing that. We will be doing that.
Good. All right. Well, Jeff, I know you rolled for HP already. I think the
I want to
entire
roll.
I think me, Ryan, and Jen all need to roll for HP though.
Yeah.
I leveled up last time, so I'm
So
not.
while they're doing that, everybody, I actually rolled a 7. So Victorian is very different from Vincent in the sense that he's actually so far getting decent on the health rolls.
Yep, you can see his roll right there.
How
And
am
then I took
rolling?
a non-weapon proficiency. I took direction stuff, so we'll be able to better get around.
So we got an extra non-weapon proficiency, right, Neal?
Yes.
Just one point.
One extra non-weapon proficiency.
Okay, I'll figure that out when it fits the situation today in the show. Right? Does that work?
Real quick,
No.
That's kind of
You can pick it now. You can pick it after the show.
I'll pick it after
Neal,
the show.
do I get a weapon proficiency?
Neil, do
Because-
I get the weapon proficiency?
Hold on. Ryan, what level are you now?
I am level 4.
Okay. And when you leveled up last time, you got
All I rolled for HP, and I leveled up my pickpocket.
Right. I'm looking at the proficiency table here. You are a rogue. You should have gotten an extra weapon and non-weapon proficiency.
Ooh.
If I missed that, I am sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
And Jen, I'm sorry.
Ew.
Where are you? What's your name nowadays? Jack.
Joffrey?
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Jack. You get an extra weapon proficiency, but not a
Really? Not what?
not a non-weapon, because we started at level 3. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, weapon proficiency.
Yes, you can learn how to use a new weapon. You may not specialize. You can learn a first slot of a fighting style. Yada yada yada.
Yep.
So-
and I got way too excited.
I-
I don't get a weapon proficiency, so I'm not
Could I-
more broken.
Could I technically have a shield, Neil? Like a wooden shield with some animal skin on it?
Yes, but you don't need a proficiency for that. You can just have.
Why don't I have that? That's really stupid.
I don't know. You never asked for one.
Alright, I'll make it, Neil.
All right.
Okay, so which kind of weapons could I... Could I use a bow?
Yes.
You can use any weapon you want.
Crazy.
She's a cleric, so there's some
You
restrictions.
can't
but you're
use any
shaman.
piercing weapons. Well, you're
She's a
shaman.
shaman, so I would say hunting things are legit, but no two-handed sword, or no, like trebuchet.
What else is there besides bow?
Just pick a weapon.
You could decide
Anyway.
after show. I think we should
Yeah.
do that.
Oh no. Then I'm
Not-
stuck.
But Jen, it's literally going to be you debating for like 20 minutes, and I don't want that to be the first cut on YouTube,
Okay.
where you're like,
Okay.
what about
Okay. How about I pick during the break?
what about a slingshot? Can I use a slingshot?
I'll chat with you and Ryan during the first break about weapon and
Perfect, deal.
weapon proficiencies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, roll for health, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh
What-
yeah.
I know what I roll. What does Jen roll? D8? For cleric?
Jen rolls a D8, and JP rolls a D10.
Plus
actually-
3.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All
D10
right.
plus for JP. One.
Here we go. Here we go.
One.
5 HP.
Plus 3, 6 cities. Is that because of the high...
17 con, yeah.
My con of 9 doesn't help.
No.
What happens if you have 18 con? Is it plus 4?
Plus 4. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Good God.
But only fighters can get the plus 3 or plus 4 benefit of 17 and 18 con. All other classes max out at plus 2.
What did I do? I'm an idiot. I should have just pretended to roll a 17. I got 14.
Close.
16 is my highest, though.
So, Neil, question. Do we add that HP to our current HP, or is our cap just extended? at the start of
Like
this?
the cap is extended, and if you're down by 50%, then add half of it. If you're down by 20%, then add 4/5 of it.
Right,
So
right,
I'm
right. So I've got 37 max. So
Yeah.
half of that is, I'll have to go to Google for that one, guys.
Just approximate it to your best ability.
So, what do weapon proficiencies add to your roll?
As a rogue, if you are not proficient with a weapon, you have a penalty of 3 to hit with that weapon.
And if you are proficient, you just don't have a penalty.
There is no penalty, right? So it's basically
I see.
plus 3 to hit with any weapon. You know,
Okay.
All right.
pretty legit.
I'm at
Okay,
27.
so you guys are
Me
hanging
fair and wipe
out
his butt, actually.
in Bylor, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that the town that I bought pastries from?
Yes, this is the pastry town.
It's all coming back to me.
Amazing.
This is also the town where we had that unicorn thing happen, right? Or the
Pegasus.
Pegasus thing happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the
Oh,
same
that's
thing.
my spirit animal. No, it's not.
Okay. And we were getting ready to leave town, I believe, right?
Yes. We ended right as you guys were headed for Durock.
Yeah. So let's head to Durock.
All right, so we're standing just outside of town, and I'm kind of adjusting the straps on my backpack and stuff, and I go, is everyone well fed and rested? Are we ready for this trip? You guys feeling good? Carla,
ready.
how you doing? You doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
All right, Carla.
Baby's
you know
doing
you're
okay too.
my number one baby maker. You know that, right?
I'm your only baby maker, baby.
That's true for right now. For right now.
Ooh.
Joffrey,
She
don't be
throws you
immature.
a wink.
Okay, please. You're trying to
Whoa.
save a child. You're trying to save a child.
The
If
wink
speaking
was
of
at
which-
who?
Joffrey, I noticed that your dreadlocks are now 6 feet long. Have they been keeping up with them? Are they clean?
Yeah. All good. I'm ready to go.
smells? Is that the smell?
I don't have
Alice,
dreadlocks,
it's not a
guys.
smell, it's an aroma, okay? Please. It's a cultural thing.
Whatever you call shit, that's what it smells like.
Joffrey, I think your 6-foot dreadlocks that dangle all over the place and really get in the way of all of your combat, I think they're fantastic, just so you know that, okay?
Thanks.
All right, friends, let us set off. And I feel like I know directions a little bit better right now. So Neal, I would like to head in the appropriate direction of Durock.
All right. Direction sense is super useful for you guys right now. If you look in Roll20, you will see a weird symbol.
That's a vagina.
No, it is not a vagina.
It looks
That's
like a
little-
whispering eye.
That's a whispering
It
eye
is-
with a little
it
pleasure
Look
spot.
like a
The birthmark
vagina.
The child's wrist.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
It's the mark on the child's wrist.
It's a child of the vagina clan.
Well, it came out of a vagina.
Most babies do, Neal. Very good, even in this world.
Even in this world.
I should think about adding that in Eben, actually. That sounds pretty good.
All right, so this just formed on the baby's wrist. Is that what you said?
No, this is the tattoo that the baby was born with. I just had never given you a visual of what it looked like.
Okay,
Up until now.
very good.
Yeah. Cool. So, you guys head towards Durock. Durock is a day and change away from you. So you'll probably get there tomorrow in the morning or afternoon. Definitely have to spend the night outdoors.
What do we know about Durock? What have we heard? Is there just a rock that's kind of dewy in the middle of it, or?
You haven't actually heard anything about Durock. None of you have ever been this far north, and you didn't really ask around about it. So you only know it's a place marked on your map.
Gotcha. All right, we're heading to Durock.
Okay. It's a fairly long journey. I mean, a day and whatever. Pretty boring. There's no roads here. It's just kind of like open fields. As you start to approach Durock, some hills start forming. They're kind of gentle and rolling. It's a very grassy area. There's no trails anywhere. You see some birds. You see, maybe an antelope off in the distance somewhere, or
I spear the shit out of it.
it's off in the distance. You can't see.
How far in the distance are we talking? No, I'm just kidding. All right, it's fine.
It's a fairly peaceful, quiet journey. You don't see anyone about. And it's also fairly uneventful. You sleep one night on the bush. It's fine.
Oh,
When you
we
say
sleep
fairly
one
uneventful,
night.
do you mean that we combated wyverns every night and it just wasn't that big of a deal, or do you mean like actually nothing happened? All right, that's
So
last
you
time,
guys
that's
get to Durock the next day.
So it took one day of traveling.
A day and a few hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get to do rock probably 11 in the morning, just before the midday shift change.
Yep.
And Durock is a similar sized town, you'd guess 2,000 people, maybe. That would be kind of pushing it. Most of them are farmers or shepherds or something like that. A couple of merchants here and there.
It has like a... You use the word town, but is it more like a assembly of grass huts, like villager type people, or...
There's some grass huts, there are some mud huts, there are some trees, actually wooden buildings and some stone ones. Durock is on the edge of a very hilly area, and there are some trees here and there, but not very many. So whatever trees may have been around have been chopped down long ago to build these houses. Building material is fairly scarce.
Okay. So no kind of... Is there a guard post at the front of the village or anything like that?
There's not even a wall. It's just kind of a collection of houses and buildings and crap.
But there are guards here?
Yeah, as you walk in, you do notice people that look uniformed and are carrying weapons and armor openly.
As we are approaching it, I just kind of look at the group and say, just as a reminder, guys, Carla, keep that baby as part of your fat body, and don't give any more information than we need to. We're just passing by, okay? So we'll stop, get supplies if we need it, ask about what's going on in this part of the woods, but remember, we're in horse lord territory, and apparently they abide the laws pretty strictly.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
Okay. You guys come into town, you stop off to replenish whatever supplies you need replenishing. You get some water from the local watering hole. And as you're doing this, you notice 2 horsemen coming in. They definitely look like soldiers. They have chainmail on. They each carry a spear, and one of them has a longsword at his hip. The other has a claymore strapped to his back and a crossbow, huge crossbow, draped over the saddle of his horse. And they ride towards the water fountain where you guys are filling up your water skins.
I'm going... Okay. And then we see them approaching, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're approaching. Mm-hmm.
I say, I got this, guys. Don't worry.
Okay.
As they roll up, Neal, before they say anything, I say, by the beard of a ogre, you are a gorgeous rider. How long have you been with that horse? You ride that like it's a part of your body.
To which man do you say this? There's 2 of them. One of them's taller and has the spear and a longsword. The shorter one has the claymore, the crossbow, and the spear.
The more handsome one, Neal.
Oh, okay.
Roll for hotness!
Okay, you say it to the taller gentleman.
I figured as much.
Yeah, he kind of nods and says, "Thank you. I've been riding my whole life."
I can tell.
Say, what are those, you look pretty heavily armed. What gives?
Well, we were actually going to make our way to the tavern here to ask about that, because the parts of town that we come from were... Well, not town, I guess, but the travel's been quite weary. There's been some dangers out there. Have you guys been having trouble with wyverns out here, or anything like that?
No wyverns, but the boule has been spotted to the north.
Did you say a booby? What'd you say?
A boule.
What's that? Would I know, Neal?
The smaller guy kind of shoots him a glare and says, "Boule, sometimes known as land shark. Huge creatures. Really vicious, dangerous. They just slaughtered a contingent of our men, killed the prince."
Good God. One of these boules did that, you said?
He nods. They're about 12 feet long, 6 feet tall at the shoulder. Their fin on the back goes up another 3.5 feet. They're massive creatures. They eat everything in sight.
Well,
Jeez.
I
Sounds
think
like we're not even armed enough at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we can agree, friend. That'd be why we're armed.
Yeah. The tall guy says, yeah. Makes sense to be armed. Just don't see a lot of travelers about.
Well, you could save me a journey, I guess. I was going to ask. I mean, so the boule seems to be a concern here, but is there any other problems that you guys are experiencing up here, or are we fairly okay otherwise?
The tall guy starts to talk, and the shorter one glares at him again, and the tall guy falls silent. Short guy says, "We got to be going. I have to spread the news of the prince's death." And they.
Sorry about your loss, friend. And if you need help with anything, as you can see, we are armed, so we'd like to offer the help if we can.
During this conversation, they had dismounted and had filled up their water sacks as well. So here they remount and start to walk out of town, headed east. Locals nearby who overheard the conversation are whispering to one another about the boule.
Who's the prince that died?
I don't know. I haven't heard about him. Maybe we can ask around town to find out more about this.
Neal, can I, before the horse lords leave, can I say, headed to the mountains, are you?
I'm sorry, did I say east? I meant west.
Oh, okay.
I'm
never mind.
Sorry.
If it was east, I cared. If it's west, I don't.
No, they're headed west.
And Largo pickpockets them.
And I pickpocket the horse lords. Okay.
I guess, Neal, the people you're referencing that are just standing around whispering about this, I kind of just go up to whichever one and say, what's this prince they speak of? Who's that?
The prince of the horse lords from Vemer.
What's his name?
His name, I guess, was now. Jesus. It was Jason.
That's not
Was he a
very
good man? Was
princely.
he fair?
I never knew him, but they said he was a handsome bloke. Fairly
Can't go wrong
just.
with handsome people, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like him handsome, that's true.
Yeah, we all do.
What did people say about him? Like, was he nice or feared or?
Yeah, he was fairly young. You know, his father mostly did the ruling, so us little folk didn't get much of a chance to know who he is. Sad to see him dead, though. Can you believe that there's a boule in these parts now? My God.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that.
Are they good to eat?
She looks at you, kind of aghast, and is like, "Eat?
Yeah,
You'd be
you
lucky
put
to
it in
survive
your
the
mouth.
encounter. I don't think anyone's ever eaten a boule before."
Well, I killed a wyvern with one hit yesterday.
Of course you did, dear.
I did. Look, guys, come on.
Alice, don't you worry. You are a legendary fighter amongst us friends.
I stand tall, try to put both hands on my hips, and realize I don't have one on my right side.
Leans over and whispers to a guy next to her, to the person she was talking, and they kind of both crack a half smile, and then she looks back at you guys.
Let's go get some rest, friends. It sounds like we've heard what we need to, and let's make sure to make use of this fine little village, shall we?
Yeah, well, I've been thinking of getting a shield. I feel like it would be useful against mean creatures.
Sure, we can ask around. And if you guys need me, I'll secure Carla in her room, and then I will probably just start feeding myself at the tavern, or whatever they have that's like that.
Can you feed Somerset?
Somerset.
It's this guy.
Oh, the horse.
The horse. I'm slapping
Donkey.
The horse.
Yeah, I'll feed the donkey. That's fine.
Okay. He likes his oats warmed.
Alice, I will warm them just for Somerset. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
So I kind of escort or nudge Carla, supposing she's willing to whatever would pass for like a tavern type thing. Or I'm assuming they have something like that, right?
Yeah. There is a small inn. The innkeeper seems delighted to have travelers and sets you up with all the amenities. He's a little overeager, perhaps.
How much do I pay? I'll pay for the room.
Each room is 6 silver a night.
So I guess we just do the 3-room thing, and I'll pay for it tonight, so that's 18. So that drops me down
6
to
silver.
7,000 gold. So I'll just take
Does
it out.
include breakfast in the morning.
Okay.
Free
Sweet.
continental breakfast. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I just situate myself at the tavern and have a drink or whatever, and just kind of chatting up people around.
What time is it, Neal?
It's around noon.
Okay, so I'm gonna go... Guys, I'm gonna go check out the shops. I think I'm gonna go get a shield. Anyone need anything?
Can you find me a right arm?
I'll
No.
look for it, Alice.
I say, Alice says that and then kind of laughs, and she's like, "Get it? Because I don't have one."
I give a polite chuckle.
I get it, Alice.
I'm glad. I don't want
It
to be
was
the
it
unfunny
was
one.
humor.
Yeah, that's it. You gotta laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
I say that and I kind of like look at the ground. We're all sitting at this bar then, and we see Joffrey leave, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neil, is it actually gonna add me AC, or are we playing this game again where you let people buy shit that...
No, a shield gives you +1 to AC.
Okay, deal. I'm going.
And -2 to all other stats.
For real? No, it won't change anything.
Yeah, come on.
Well, it could have given me like a penalty with my spear or something. I don't know.
No, well, you could only use your spear one-handed.
Yeah.
It does have weight, which may add to your encumbrance.
Oh, shit. Oh, I can put stuff on the horse, though. I'm gonna go get the shield.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Neil, this is out of game, but I just want to ask if my character would know this. So, I looked up the boule, and in the Wikipedia, it
Wait,
says...
you looked up the boule?
Don't
No, listen.
don't
In the
read.
Wikipedia, it says...
Hey, listen.
Is this not fair to look up the monster?
I mean, I guess I can't stop you.
All I did is look at the picture. All I've done is look at the
Okay.
picture.
I thought you were gonna be like, does it really have 13 hit
No,
dice
no.
of HP?
I've only looked at the picture, and the picture says it's a boule chasing its favorite meal, a halfling. Would I know about boules from like my hometown or something?
No,
How'd you
you've
even
never heard of a
spell
boule
boule?
before.
Okay.
Favorite.
think
It's spelled
French.
Bullette.
Okay.
Fucking
I didn't look up
retarded.
stats or anything. I just
Oh,
saw the
bullet.
picture and I wanted to know if I would know.
It does look cool.
They look pretty retarded. I'll show you guys a picture of it if you ever encounter it.
Okay.
I like its mouth.
All right. Let's we could do Joffrey's shield purchasing unless you just want to have that happen.
Joffrey, do you want to buy a shield?
Yeah.
What type of shield do you want to buy? There's bucklers, which are small. You can only use them to block one or two opponents. Then you have small and medium shields, which for our purposes will pretty much be the same. No. Yeah, for the same if you don't specialize in it. And then you have a tower shield, which is huge and gives you an extra bonus against missile attacks.
So I guess small shield, and ideally I'd take it like wooden with like some animal skin on it so it looks shamany.
Okay, yeah. Well, here there's not a lot of wood available, so they give you a frame with animal hide stretched over it, exactly as you'd like.
Okay,
It
I'm
weighs...
very satisfied.
It weighs... Oh god, come here. It weighs... Oh, and we're going to say 3 pounds and costs you 3 gold.
3 pounds and 3 gold. Deal.
Yeah.
Done.
This is, I mean, it's an animal hide shield, so it will break more easily than perhaps a wooden or metal shield.
Animal. And it's lighter?
Yeah, a normal small shield would be 5 pounds. This is only 3 pounds.
Okay. So now I'm at 55.
And it gives you a +1 to AC, which you should mark in your character sheet.
Armor?
Lower-
4. So 14. Okay.
No, don't put it under armor. There should be a section for shield. So put 1 for under shield.
Sorry. So, shield. No, I don't see a section for shield.
Then there's a blank field that you can just write shield.
Under AC?
Yeah, under your armor class.
Okay,
there should be a
I'll
blank
add shield with 1. And
Yeah.
then 14. Okay. And I guess that's it. Am I more encumbered now?
It weighs 3 pounds. Does it
Yeah.
encumbrance up more?
Medium 93, light 69. No, I'm good. I'm still at base encumbrance.
Cool.
So when she leaves to go do the shopping, I would assume me and Largo and Victorian are all sitting at a table. I
Yes.
start up a conversation with the group, and I ask, Victorian, tell us a story about the best weapon you've ever crafted. Or armor. I don't know what you crafted.
Well, you know, I was more of an armor smith than a weaponsmith. I do like the weapons, but As you can see, I'm not carrying anything too terribly ornate. Once I made an armor suit for a princess, and she had the largest of breasts. It was one of the most difficult things.
Well, how'd you
to
deal
work
with
around.
it? What did you do?
What I did was I had her come in, and we figured it out. We got the measurements. It was a good day. She liked the armor, and yeah.
What was her name?
It was able to fit. Her name was Gelda.
Princess Gelda. How inspiring.
I think I've heard the legend of her before.
She has a legend about her.
The legend of Gelda, yeah.
The legend
I've heard
of
it
Gelda.
What's the
before.
legend, Largo?
Just that she had huge breasts. That's the legend.
Oh. Alice looks down. She's like, well, that's kind of cool legend, I guess. I mean, all right, that's pretty cool. Then we just kind of wait. Keep shooting
And I'm back.
Okay.